Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions are in Cancun.
Dang.
Jinx. Jayden Daniels, King
me a
Jayden,
soda.
sent them home. We said it on the pod last
did.
week. We said he is the best quarterback remaining in these NFC playoffs, and it was a consensus pick for the Commanders to not only cover, but I think most of us thought they were going to win
He was
outright.
on Lions.
Yeah, I think I was on the
Mike
line.
was on
I
the
think it was
Lions.
consensus. Okay, well then technically it was consensus because it's the
Yes.
three of us and then Fade Mike. So
it's
yeah,
consensus.
Commanders
Wait, what?
handled the Lions 45-31.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels, 299 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, and 51 yards rushing. He had 350 yards, 0 turnovers, and 2 touchdowns. Jared Goff, your man, the guy you said ride him in the regular season and fade him immediately
I love
in the
Jared. We
playoffs.
all love Jared Goff.
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
It's just like,
Hello.
So he
Hello.
absolutely put in work. The Lions, after a 15-2 regular season, tied for the most wins in the NFL, just lose.
yeah.
They just
Yep.
lose.
They just
Never
lose.
doubt.
They love to lose. The Lions love to lose. And Jayden Daniels looks like he's having right now maybe the best rookie quarterback season we've
I think he
ever
stamped
seen
He might have just stamped it with that one.
in
Yeah.
the NFL, history of the NFL. So,
up there.
Mario, I want to go to you. You've been on Jayden Daniels since his college days when he was with your LSU Tigers.
Yep.
And he won the Heisman. We know he got drafted below Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Went to the second worst team in the league in the Commanders. Won 12 games regular season, back-to-back playoff upsets.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of it's not surprising. I feel like at this point, you know, we all told you what Jayden Daniels was.
Yeah.
You know, I told you preseason, listen, I just think he's the most complete and ready to go. Just in terms of what he brings, rushing, his accuracy, his deep ball, his passing. I mean, everything about him is just amazing. I feel like there's 2 types of people in this world, okay? There's people that love Jayden Daniels, and there's the people that believe Jayden Daniels is going to win a Super Bowl, okay? you're in one side of that.
Win-win.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a little
And
little
you're a Detroit Lions fan. Or a Buccaneers fan.
No, now you think Jayden Daniels is going to win the Super Bowl.
But not, no, because
Yeah,
they
okay,
think
maybe,
Jayden
yeah.
Daniels is going to win a Super Bowl. No, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, do we start at LSU days?
You can start anywhere you
I mean,
want.
do we start, him preseason, just, you know,
VR
with his little
training?
VR? I mean, he's just
Oh,
dialing
dude,
up
that thing
passes.
is so cool.
No, I mean, everything about him is
Wait,
just
Mario, what do you want him to, if it's cover 1 and you're drawing this play, where should he throw the ball?
touchdown.
Touchdown.
No, I mean, that right there should have been enough just for him to go number 1 overall.
The Giants interview.
Brian Daboll.
Dable's trying to quiz him real quick.
Yeah.
He's like, who do you want me to throw to here? He goes, I throw touchdown.
Yeah, no, I mean, but to get to it, we told you last week, some people, definitely some of my friends called me crazy when I said that Commanders were going to beat the Lions. But we told you because this Commanders team, just the way they play football, I just love it. They just play with their best players. And more often than not, your best players are going to make a play when it's, you know, a crucial moment. I mean, you saw it in a national championship. 3rd and long, just give your guy a shot.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith catches it. Oh my God, are we all surprised? It's not like
Yeah.
we said that all game. Commanders, that's just the way they play football. Jayden Daniels has the ball at all times. It's like roll out, he can run, or just throw it to Zach
option.
Ertz. No, it's a triple option. It's like throw it to Zach Ertz, who's like reliable in the middle. De'Ami Brown's like sprinting
He's
in the end zone.
becoming a name.
Well, because
in
that
this
dude
playoffs.
I've never seen a receiver with this much stamina.
No,
this dude is
no,
doing
he can run
100-yard
forever.
sprints for like
the same
100.
play. They
It's the
run
same.
back.
No, just there, and then he just runs back, and then, like the corner's just gassed at that point for an entire like 3rd quarter. That's why they explode in 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
And then Terry McLaurin, I mean, he's just
Perfect.
unreal. This team scores 30 every game, so it's quite simple. Like you just got to score 40, and
Easy.
I mean, if Goff's turning the ball over, if
Three
opposing
times.
teams turning the ball over,
Yeah.
you're just giving them extra possessions. And I just love like 4th down, just go for it. Like you have nothing to lose. Like it's a rookie quarterback.
They go for it on every 4th down.
Every 4th down.
Every single 4th down. And it works. It's awesome because they convert over 50% of the time. So it makes sense.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
so right.
I love just like everything about this team is just like how I would love to coach a team.
Yep.
Because it's just like
Dan
what
Quinn, literally coach of the year.
No, shout out Dan Quinn. People sleep on Dan Quinn,
my
but like
gosh.
he was on the Seahawks. He was their defensive coordinator when they went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Falcons. They went to a Super Bowl. He's turned around this franchise.
Yep.
Obviously, Jayden Daniels is a big part of that. But like, I don't know. I just love this Commanders team. They just seem like they can score, and I just love teams that can score. So
Yeah. True.
shout
What
out
do
Jayden Daniels.
What do you think, Ryan? I know you were very off the Lions in the playoffs.
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, combine Jared Goff in the big game with this defense. That was like absolutely terrible.
We told everyone.
I mean, this defense.
The Lions defense atrocious.
Don't get me wrong. Jayden Daniels, amazing. Didn't even need to do anything to beat this team. He's so talented that it didn't matter what he did or where he threw to or who he's running to. This Lions defense was decimated.
No, he had too many options open.
No, everything was open in the world. And then pile that on with Jared Goff throwing pick sixes. No chance. Zero. Pile that on with Dan Campbell calling a reverse Jameson Williams to throw the ball when you're down by 10 in the third.
He might be the dumbest player in football.
He's up there for sure.
I saw on Twitter someone was like, didn't matter if that guy was triple covered. J-Mo knew he was throwing that ball.
He's
actually struck it up.
He's something special.
No, but how that in the third quarter, the biggest possession of the game, being down 38-28, and not like Jared Goff going with the best players, Amon-Ra Gibbs doing that pitch to throw that weird shit to lose the game pretty much. After that pick, game over, 100%.
Gimmick plays.
No, great. Dan Campbell at his finest. What we've been saying all year: will the questionable calls or questionable go for it's work when it matters? Didn't work this time.
Yeah, Dan Campbell is the perfect coach to turn around an organization.
Hard.
Because you saw...
But not win.
Well, you saw in the Hard Knocks... I mean, what he's done with this Lions team should not be overlooked. He's had 4 years with them. Every single year he's added on at least 2 or 3 wins to their regular season win total. This was a team that was by far the worst in the league. Like near zero win team perpetually. And he made them into the 1 seed in the NFC. So he's the guy to turn around a team. But from a strategy perspective, they almost need to bring in like a Sean McVay-esque type coach from the college level, like a Kingsbury type guy, to help him with like strategy and analytics. Because he just goes with it and goes with his gut. And you're so right. Like, while that can work in the regular season, those things tend to not play out extremely well over the long term in the playoffs. And it's been the same story with the Lions now back-to-back years, where there's weird decisions that are like gut feel plays have bit them in the ass, and they're not able to beat a team that, you know, maybe they should have. So, I think from the Lions' perspective, you're obviously disappointed. You don't blow anything up, though. You won 15 games. You have a lot of good players.
Already lost their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, well, Ben Johnson.
True.
I think their coaching staff will get kind of run through.
They'll get
Sounds like
decimated.
Aaron Glenn might end up taking a job as
Which
well.
I don't know who.
Yeah, I don't know who would want him. I don't know why the Lions
Just gave up
defensive
45.
coordinator. Yeah, well, they're terrible. But
No, I love that.
from the Commanders' perspective, I'm obsessed with Jayden Daniels. I think right now he is probably the 4th best quarterback in the NFL with all quarterbacks in consideration. I mean, you have the big 3 that are, Mahomes,
Josh Allen,
Lamar. And Lamar Jackson.
Joey Bird.
I mean, you could say Joe Burrow. I would
T-Law,
probably...
your prince who was promised.
No.
T-Law's not. That's disrespectful.
Like Joe, okay, maybe he's 5th because Joe Burrow's definitely better than him. But I was more looking at the playoffs. But I think he is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. I mean, he doesn't make mistakes, especially as a rookie. That's extra fantastic. But where he places the ball is crazy in these big spots. Like he's handing it off. I know he's going to Terry and all this, but it's not like they're making like Odell-esque catches.
No,
these are the balls
perfect
here.
balls.
Like he's throwing dots all over the field in big spots. We haven't seen a rookie do this ever. This is the story of the playoffs so far, is Jayden Daniels and what he's doing. And this is the year to do it, dude, in the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the 49ers are the team that are built for the playoffs in the NFC. You know, when they had Purdy injured, that was a problem. Then they didn't get the Super Bowl. The Eagles got past them. Last year, Purdy was healthy. They made it to the Super Bowl, went to overtime with the Chiefs, 3-point loss there. And then this year, their whole team's decimated. Purdy plays bad. So they're not in the playoffs. And you're seeing these type of upsets in these weird spots where, like, the Rams maybe had a chance to win in Philadelphia, a game they never should have. They probably win that game if it's not in the snow.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to talk about that game. But this year's playoffs, anything could happen. So if there's ever a year for a rookie to just make the run and go for it, it's right now. We've been saying this since the beginning, and it's Jayden Daniels. That's just how I feel. Mike, I don't know if you have any closing thoughts here.
Yeah, no, I feel like you guys covered it pretty much. I do think Jahmyr Gibbs had an unbelievable day, if there's anything to look positive on the Lions. But, I mean, other than that,
Him and Amon-Ra.
And Amon-Ra.
They're
But
down by 40.
I mean, other than that, it was the Jayden Daniels show. I mean, shout out to that guy.
The Lions just have superstars on offense. I mean, I know David Montgomery is still, like, pretty hobbled, so we only give him 7 carries or whatever, but probably the best running back duo in the league, almost undoubtedly.
I mean, this year for sure.
And then their receiving core is crazy with Amon-Ra and J-Mo and that tight end Laporte. I mean, this team's stacked.
Yeah.
Just Goff in the playoffs.
Goff. I mean,
we know what happens.
You have to have an elite quarterback to get deep. We've known it every year. Look at the quarterbacks left. Most of them are elite.
Oh, I was going to say.
One of them got lucky.
Hurts?
I think Stafford should have won that game, and he was the better quarterback. But
probably. It's a snow game. We're going to recap that next. But, Jayden Jayden Daniels moving on. Commanders beat the Lions. We're going to talk that matchup coming up against the Eagles real soon this week. Stay locked in with us. We're covering everything NFL playoffs. We got you.